Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Colony. And in this video, for the first time ever, I'm actually in the real Culleny. I'm so happy, and I'm throwing a party in this video. In fact, if you are eating something while viewing this video, I've got something to eat too. So, on the count of 3, we're all gonna eat whatever we're holding. 1, 2, 3. I bet I'm eating faster than you. I won. I can't see you, but I know I won. I know I won. This here is my old 4x6-inch Cullen's Brain office. And this here is my new 6x9-inch Cullen's Brain workroom. This was my old The Forge workshop. The new Colonial Forge workroom is bigger and better. And pretty soon, I'm going to tell you about the cardboard interiors and the furniture that went into them. Also, the exterior. But first, why did I ditch the old in the first place? I didn't like the hand-drawn backgrounds anymore. And the rooms didn't have much to them. I wanted to be able to sleep at night and feel better about my channel.
It may seem at first one has turned the lights off in the Cullen's Brain workroom, but then when you take a few steps back, you'll begin to see something else. That the forge was put on top of the brain room and look at the clothespin for size comparison.
Yes, of course. I'm just here to show you how these work and tell you about some things about how I made these. And there's the background. Because it is the background. These are some red-orange rocks I had on the background for some photos I took earlier. But I had to spray them first. So I guess I'll start with this shelf here on the left. On this piece of paper, I've drawn my general plan for building that shelf in the first place. I had 2 vertical, thin, rectangular prisms and 3 horizontal ones, glued, equidistant from each other, going up and down. The file cabinet was a simpler bunch of rectangles and smooth side out for better silver painting and finish. Then those 2 flat screen monitors. Why did I make those? I actually have learned the technology to make them look like they're displaying things, so yeah, I was gonna go with this idea. They have gray rectangles with rectangles cut out of them, and black rectangles in the back. I've also used flat vegetable box plastic for in between the 2 rectangles. I also used the same plastic for the window. And if you look above the window, you can see I made a mistake when I tried to put in the words bra and in. It just spells brain. My first ever vegetation, and how did I make the dirt in the pot brown? I went to community college, and the professor was teaching about the subtractive color system, and how to make brown paint, simply by mixing orange and blue. Brown needs mostly orange and a little blue. So I painted a cardboard octagon brown, and cut a hole in the center of it. Then I stuck a stick in the dirt, and glued that in. I made an octagonal pot, and then painted and cut out 12 identical diamond leaves. Then I glued on the diamond leaves, and the plant was done. This part's pretty much the same, but I swapped out the laptop for a monitor that I had to correct here. It got angled out of place, and it also has a keyboard. It uses a bent piece of cardboard, a piece of plastic, and 2 cardboard rectangles, one of them's very thin. I thought the laptop for the old setup was too unprofessional. Other than that, this is the same desk, the same office chair, and that same handpad. I think some of you were looking forward to seeing this robotic arm, and this thing took a day to create. 1 whole day. And it actually took more cardboard than meets the eye. To make this strong, for multiple pieces, I had to glue together multiple layers of thin board. Anyways, this is me demonstrating the range of motion and the different sort of twisting points and joints for this robot arm. There are 5 different degrees of freedom. 4 of them are for depression and elevation, and 1 of them is for azimuth. Azimuth is basically on the horizontal plane. Depression and elevation, well, they are what they sound like. Down and up. So at first what I was showing was the up and down motion that these various red arm joints are capable of. The pincher does close, and what I was about to show was that it also opens. and this is important for when I'll be applying stop motion to this robot arm for productions. The whole arm can spin left and right, but I did not put that in this video. And what I was doing here was I was removing the red robot arm from the white base cylinder. Why are the rocks there? The rocks are inside the cylinder to provide weight, to basically pin down the cylinder even when the arm is reaching, so that the whole system does not topple over. I made the new table look like it was made of more shiny, polished metal than the old one by making the smooth sides of the cardboard go out before silver spray paint. I did the same thing for the Forge's window that I did for the Brain window, except I used different letters for Forge than I did for Brain. And for the armor stand, I put a gray cardboard Christian cross on top of a short black cylinder, and then put a cardboard vest on it. Then I used the same palette as I did for the Forge room, with the same cardboard scraps, and these are cardboard storage crates. They are octagonal prisms. They have all kinds of things like space ration packs, water bottles, space helmets, oxygen tanks, radiation suits, and lots of tea bags for the British colonists. These rooms will serve the colony well for the next bunch of months. I look forward to putting them to use.